right now. In this moment, are you ready to embark upon a journey?
You coming or what?
Before you can answer, you should probably know two things: why and where to. Let's play this out. Imagine the person you love most in this world needs your help. There's your why. Now that you're motivated for this trip, what's the destination? The Ambora Valley, deep in the heart of the Amazon jungle. Place so remote even Google Maps has never heard of it. A place where jaguars and anacondas are waiting. And if you go alone, the chances of coming back are slim to none. 99% of you wouldn't go. Why? Because a journey like this requires things you just don't have.
If I take one more step, it'll be the farthest away from home I've ever been.
Enough time, enough money, a right gear for the Ambora Valley, an expert guide, a weapon, or better yet, armed guards and companions to make the hardships bearable. Or at the very least, you'd need a staggering amount of courage. I'm with you. With a long, daunting list like that, this trip is never going to happen. But now, what if I, or some other wide-eyed group, showed up and said, "Everything you need for this journey, we've got you covered"? Who could possibly turn that down? You'd probably be booking your ticket today. In a story structure, the mentor archetype is the one who gives everything to the hero for the journey. The Titan from the Greek mythology aptly qualifies for this term, Prometheus, who stole fire from the gods and gave it to humanity. This act was not just about handing a flame to human beings. It symbolizes the passing of knowledge, tools, and the power of consciousness to humans. This is exactly what a mentor does. They enlighten, they give wisdom, and they nurture the potential in others. And Prometheus paid the price for this gift with his own endless suffering, which symbolizes another side of the mentor, their willingness to sacrifice for the sake of another's growth.
Flower, you fools!
The mentor also protects the hero from the dangers of the path ahead
Arresto momentum!
and often hands them the key to the final treasure. But the mentors, the Wogler asserts they speak with the very voice of gods and are described with the term enthused.
The word enthusiasm comes from the Greek ontheos, meaning inspired by a god, or to have a god within.
They show up in different ways, depending on what the hero needs. The trainer, forging the hero. First Blood. Rambo was trained by a man named
Colonel Samuel Troutman.
a character we only meet in the second half of the film.
I didn't come here to rescue Rambo from you. I came here to rescue you from him.
As the colonel himself states, he is essentially Rambo's creator.
God didn't make Rambo. I made him.
In the end, it's Troutman who can calm the storm of rage inside Rambo and bring him back to a state of balance. This character represents the mentors who act as teachers. We see them in stories as drill sergeants, military coaches,
Try and teach you something.
university professors, parents, grandparents,
Perfect. You're the world champion growler.
and those tough old martial arts masters. Perfect literary example of this is the story of Rumi and Shams. Rumi was the greatest scholar of his time, but when he met the mystic Shams, Shams threw all of his precious books into the water. He then took Rumi into seclusion for 40 days, separating him from the world. After this intense period of training, Shams vanished, and Rumi declared that Shams was now alive inside him, and he would no longer search for him in the outside world. giver, bestowing gifts. Vladimir Propp called this type of mentor somehow either a donor or a provider. The Star Wars: A New Hope. Obi-Wan Kenobi hands Luke his father's lightsaber. The awesome weapon had become a mere gift.
He betrayed and murdered your father.
Its real value beheld something far greater. The heroic journey of Luke was now set into motion.
Remember, Force will be with you, always.
The Lord of the Rings. Gandalf gave Frodo a fateful envelope with the Ring of Power.
One ring to rule them all.
A gift that set the entire escapade into motion. He also equally gifted Frodo the company of Samwise Gamgee,
I've thought of a better use for you.
companion we all know Frodo could never have succeeded without.
I can't carry it for you, but I can carry you! Come on!
Later on, Galadriel bestowed upon the fellowship Lembas, elven bread that sustains life through the hardest of conditions.
One small bite is enough to fill the stomach of a grown man. How many did you eat? 4.
She gifted Frodo with the light of Erendil and said,
May it be a light for you in dark places when all other lights go out.
This light shone forth as a beacon in utter darkness, repelling creatures of shadow, instilling courage in its bearer during moments of despair. We cannot forget that mentors sometimes give advice that saves our life. For example, in Spider-Man, Uncle Ben's words,
With great power comes great responsibility.
speaks to Peter Parker's inner journey shaped into a hero. The Tech Group, inventing.
007.
Q?
One of the most famous inventor mentors, Q, designs incredible life-saving gadgets for Bond in every film, from weaponized cars to exploding watches.
Does it do anything? It tells the time.
Unlike spiritual guides like Gandalf or Troutman, Q provides physical, technological guidance. His role is to equip Bond with technology that helps him escape impossible situations.
Morning, Q. Sorry about the leg. Skiing?
Hunting.
Fox is another prime example. He is Bruce Wayne's technological arm. By building the Batsuit, the Batmobile, and designing complex surveillance systems, he creates a huge part of the Batman identity.
Mr. Wayne? Good luck.
In literature, Daedalus is a typical mentor in this regard. He built the labyrinth to keep the Minotaur, gave Ariadne the ball of thread for Theseus' escape, and made the wings for his son Icarus. The moral compass, acting as the hero's conscience. The mentor's task sometimes awakens the hero's sleeping conscience, reminding him of the moral principles he possesses so that he does not stray from the right course. The prime example is Dumbledore in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. When Harry returns from the graveyard, distraught and angry after his encounter with Voldemort, Dumbledore steers him away.
Dark and difficult times lie ahead.
He cautions Harry against hatred and revenge while stressing the need for moral decisions.
Soon we must all face the choice between what is right and what is easy.
Another great example is Groot in the classic western Red River. He is the kind of mentor who won't stay silent when the hero starts to lose his way.
I'm the law, you're a thief.
When the cattle tribe leader, Johnson, becomes increasingly tyrannical and tries to hang one of his own men, Groot confronts him with raw moral anger.
You was wrong, Mr. Johnson. I've been with you a lot of years. Got to be kind of a habit with me, I guess, because that's why I'm staying with you.
The Firestarter, providing motivation. Morpheus in the Matrix.
Morpheus.
Yes.
Morpheus is the mentor who holds the lantern, lighting the way. He frees Neo both physically from the Matrix and mentally from the prison of his own beliefs.
Trying to free your mind, Neo, but I can only show you the door. You're the one that has to walk through it.
Morpheus has already walked through fire. He's been broken and tortured, yet his belief in Neo's potential never wavers.
He is the one.
It's this faith and motivation, not just the information he provides, that ultimately saves Neo.
You have to let it all go, Neo. Fear, doubt, and disbelief. Free your mind.
The Hunger Games: Catching Fire. On the surface, Haymitch Abernathy seems like a washed-up drunk loser, but in reality, he's someone who has been through the hell of the Hunger Games and survived.
There are survivors. There's no winners.
Despite his own deep scars, he prepares Katniss for survival. In her most critical moments, he becomes the voice of resistance inside her. When Haymitch tells her,
Remember who the real enemy is.
he completely changes her perspective. He makes her see that the true enemy is the oppressive system, not the other players. This single piece of advice motivates Katniss to transform from a simple player into the leader of a rebellion.
Any last advice?
Stay alive.
Planting Chekhov's gun. The great writer Anton Chekhov famously said,
"If in the first act you have hung a pistol on the wall, then in the following one it should be fired. Otherwise, don't put it there."
Some mentors do exactly this. They give the hero a piece of information or an object that seems insignificant at first, but we, the audience, know it's a seed being planted. We just have to wait to see how it blossoms. To Kill a Mockingbird. Atticus Finch, the father of the main character, Scout, is a master of this. Directly into his daughter's mind, he sows seeds of morality in a simple yet profound way. The seed.
It was a sin to kill a mockingbird.
He explained that the only real sin is to harm a creature that is innocent and does no harm to itself. The bloom. Scout later realizes that both Tom Robinson and Boo Radley are mockingbirds, defenseless, innocent beings who have been victimized by the violence and prejudice of their society. Now that we have a feel for what a mentor truly is, you should know that a mentor isn't always another person. It can be an experience, or even the hero's own inner wisdom that guides them along their journey.
Reputation. They're waiting for something huge. We'll give it to them. You were larger than life, man.
It's something we've all felt. That moment of doubt when you hear the little angel on your right shoulder or the devil on your left whispering in your ear.
Down the path of righteousness.
I'm here to tell you that Muhammad, as the hero of a story, has some of the most numerous and surprising mentors on his journey. As we explore his story, we will meet them one by one. So let's get back to the story of Muhammad.